not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is Derrick Henry, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
40-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete.
A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
The tackle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier. C.J. Henderson on the tackle.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. off the bootleg. Flush to his right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 14. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
The 47-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
His 49-yard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's out to the left flat and complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To number 83. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Tannehill on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Titans 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Here we go, 37 to Mike 37. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jumps
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And again this time to the tailback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The 24-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal. at the Titans' 9-yard line.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Attempt.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From his goal line here, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill throwing again. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And now the ball comes loose. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Titans.
Play action. It's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Try and pick it up with a counter. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Down behind the line of
the Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down.
3rd and 3.
Here's Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Derrick Henry.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more, escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Tannehill's pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory.